Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday. I'm just checking in to give you an idea of what I've been doing lately as far as working out. I think I've alluded in the past to the fact that the summer was pretty tough as far as working out. And at the beginning, I was pretty confident that I was going to be able to hold on to all my muscle mass. I was eating clean. I was still exercising. I was still lifting weights about 3 times a week. But after 3 months of that, I realized I really needed to get back on track and go 5 times a week, which is what was really working for me and what I really should have, strived harder to stick with. But as you moms know, and everybody else who, is busy and has real lives, it's hard to do that sometimes. So since school has started, I've been able to go 5 times a week pretty consistently. In addition to keeping my routine, the same as it was. First of all, I did the 5x5, which I think I alluded to. It just didn't work out well for me. I ended up injuring myself. I have a little muscle here or ligament or something in this joint that gives me a hard time doing biceps and tricep stuff now. So I'm still struggling with that. Going back to what I was doing 5 times a week with the regular splits that I was doing, that has seemed to work. It's getting me back on track. What I did add recently is a series of drop sets, and I'll do 1 session of drop sets for 1 exercise at the end of each weightlifting session. So I do that every day. And for me, I'm trying to focus on mostly the back side of my body. My back and my lats I don't have a hard time with, but my triceps, my rear delts I have a hard time with, and my hamstrings. I think you guys know I've had a really hard time with my hamstrings. Always. It's just where I carry my extra groceries, and it's really hard to shave that off and get more definition. So, for instance, on Monday on my leg workout, I did my regular workout. I did quads and hamstrings and glutes, and at the very end, because I'm trying to focus on hamstrings, I did a series of drop sets, which is basically 3 sets of just lifting the heaviest weight you can and then dropping it down in tiers. So, for example, you start out at 60 pounds. You do as many reps as you can for 60 pounds. You don't rest. You drop it about 10%. So in this case, it was about down to 50 pounds. Do as many reps as you can for that set. Drop it 1 more. Do as many as you can and drop another one. So 4 rounds of dropping the weight, doing as many as you can without rest, and then you stop. Then you rest for a little bit, and then you do another 2 sets of that. So a total of 3 sets of drop sets to get that extra push for those muscle groups that I'm really struggling with. I got this idea from Nicole Wilkins, who is a professional bodybuilder. She's a figure competitor. She's been #1 in the world a couple times at least. And she's been changing up her routine. I sort of follow her. I left a link for her video in this post so you can go and take a look at it yourself. That's where I got the idea. And I think it's really working. I definitely was much sore the next day than I usually am. So I think that's a good indicator that I've shaken things up. As far as the upper body, I did the same thing for triceps today, and I always save that to the last exercise of the workout, even though it's not the normal way I do it, which I think is good too. I think it's good to mix it up instead of doing the same routine with the same exercises in the same order all the time. As you probably know, your body gets used to that, so it's good to kind of mix things up and make it respond in a different way. So today I did triceps. Yesterday I did chest. That's another thing. On the front side of my body, I don't have any problems except for chest. And it's still bony and birdy, and it drives me crazy. And with my shoulder injury that I had last year, it's still kind of a nagging thing. I still can't do push-ups like I want to do. I'm able to do flies, which is, where you take your arms out and you pull them in like this, and get some going, but it's taken a while, and so I'm doing drop sets on my chest to help improve that as well. So we'll see how it goes. This is the first week I've started doing it, so it's a brand new program. But like I said, I'm sticking to everything else that I did in the past because that's what worked for me, and that's probably something you guys can take from this as well. Don't fix what ain't broken, and I'm always questing for new things and trying to learn as many new ways to do things and different ways to do things. And sometimes it's best just to go with what's serving you, which in my case, the workout that I did find, I was lucky enough that it did serve me well, and it's continuing to do that. Another thing that I've changed up just because I'm trying to grow more mass is I've completely cut out cardio 100%. I haven't done cardio in probably 3 weeks, and I think that's helping. So I'm going to continue to do that, try to get as much mass on me as I can over the next couple months, and then just kind of see where that takes me. I don't know if that's going to cause me to gain more fat. I'm almost kind of ready to do that, to be able to get as much mass as I want to, so that I can lean back down at the end. I really haven't changed my diet as much. I've pretty much kept that the same. So it's kind of an experiment, so I just wanted to touch base and let you know what I was doing, because I have changed it up a little bit. I did provide a couple of photos there too. I wish I had some from the summer. I really didn't take any. It's that same mentality where when you're not thrilled with how you're looking, you don't want to take a lot of photos, but for you guys I should have, because there was a clear difference. And it wasn't that I was overweight or looking flabby. I just was more skinny, as kind of stringy looking is the way I like to call it, because my upper body, especially if I don't work it out at least 2 times a week, really narrows down and just looks kind of, I don't know. I don't know what word. Just kind of, I don't know, underfed, just not healthy, stringy, gaunt. So I want to try to stay away from that. And in order to do that, I have to, really build up top. The lower half, still working on trying to lean that out. I'm trying to figure out how best to do that, because anytime I hit the cardio really hard, then I lose my upper body. So I'm really working on just dealing with building the upper mass right now, and then future experimentation will be how to lean the lower part down, which has been kind of an ongoing experimentation. As you guys know, I've been talking about it for over a year. So stay tuned, and hopefully I'll have some good information for you going forward with that. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your week, and I'll talk to you soon.